Alright team, yes. So before this video starts, I would just like to say this video is brought to you by Manscaped and the Lawnmower 4.0. So, if you're looking to obviously keep yourself shaven, we all know if you shave your whole body, right, you lose about 3% body fat. You look a little bit leaner, you know? So, if you're trying to, if you want to save yourself some pennies on your Lawnmower 4.0, also keep your balls nice and clean, you know, your partner might like that. Use code GOULD at checkout and get yourself 20% off plus free shipping. You can't beat it. I love the support, so if you are looking for a ball trimmer or obviously to shave the rest of your body, you save yourself some pennies. Use code GOULD at checkout. Cheers guys, hope you enjoy the video.
This is your favourite Ginger here, coming at you with another video. Before you watch this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and make sure you titty slap that notifications button. Enjoy the video.
Yes team, as you can see, taking my blood pressure. So I've taken my blood pressure, I've taken it once, so I need to take it 2 more times to get an average. But as you can see, my pulse is high, but that might be because I had a phone call. Also, Chanel coming here. Also, I get a little bit nervous doing it. So my pulse is quite high. As you can see, 92/60. That is where my blood pressure is. Obviously, I am utilising anabolics right now. And I'm going to tell you how you can obviously keep your blood pressure controlled. Obviously, the systolic is a little low, but I'm not overly concerned. That is not like low blood pressure. So I'm on the lower end, as you know. I'm 25 pounds up, so I weigh 225 today. Obviously, we've dropped a little bit of water weight off. As you can see, blood pressure is in a good place, and how we are looking after our body. That pulse will probably be a bit lower after a couple of times we do it, just because I won't be as nervous. So, I've taken my blood pressure, you've seen where we are, pulse is a little high, but we have had caffeine, a strong caffeine drink. I do have a little bit of nervous when I do my blood pressure, it's always a little bit higher. So we'll look at the Apple Watch and see where it is, see where my resting is laying. So my blood pressure is quite low. Usually it's never above 120. I've never really had issues with blood pressure. I really haven't. Even, you know, like I'm in a post-show rebound. Am I holding a little water? Yes, I am. Nothing really significant, nothing terrible, nothing crazy. You know, I haven't got like edema or anything. But one thing I want to show here is obviously how we can healthy is the wrong term, but how we can prevent collateral damage using PEDs. So obviously, you know, I'm in a rebound phase, obviously my current situation, and we are utilising something. I'm my biggest fan of doing this, only in my current situation. Yes, I think it's the right idea. If you've been doing a longer prep, probably would be on, you know, little to nothing, go back down to TRT, and then just literally from there, just be very conservative and making sure that we just slowly, you know, rest, give yourself a good rest, and give ourselves a nice amount of time. So I'm going to put my camera down. A nice amount of time just to let the body rest and recover if you've been hammering it for 20 weeks, which a lot of you see a lot of that. That is very true, but you've got to, I'll explain this in another video. So go watch the rebound. I start with a video why I'm doing certain things, because it will make a lot more sense. Even though I do favour the other approaches as well, and they do serve a purpose. But like I say, there's 100 ways to skin a cat, and it depends on what situation the cat is in. Me being a cat, meow. Anyway, let's get into the good bits. We're here, the faithful cupboard, where all the fucking shit is. Obviously, I have got a package from Full Bore coming, and Amazon. So this is, I finished this off today, Full Bore Sports 2. It said it was going to be here at 2:10, so all good. Systol Max, obviously help with blood flow, it's going to help with blood pressure, obviously it's going to help with our red blood cell count, etc. Hematogrit, benefits there, boom, it's a must, it's a non-negotiable. Then we have Support Max. Support Max, obviously finished this one off today, it's empty, as you can see, but guess what, Full Bore, we got the 2, the 2:10, we're going to have more of these. Obviously this covers you. It's got a nice ingredient list, as you can see, such as citrus bergamot. Lots of stuff in there which I've talked about before, but go watch my supplement video that I have, then you can see exactly what these things do. But this is going to help prevent collateral damage. Boom! Astroflow. Yes, says it with a bang, straight again. Another obviously one that's going to help with our kidneys, our liver, and blood pressure. Boom, control. NAC, NAC and TUDCA. Obviously this has it, but this one is a little lower, so we need a little bit more of a higher dosage. A little bit of this in the evening. Do not take this in the evening because we have vitamin D and the circadian rhythm. We want to make sure that we want to top up our cells with a little bit of this. So that plays a big role. Now there's something else in here that plays a huge role in obviously keeping health and making sure we are controlling these variables and making sure that we are trying to mitigate. I sound like a bell end. Trying to like prevent issues happening further down the road. You know, we're preventing. You know, prevention before the fucking knobheads. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying not to sound like a fancy twat. I just want to like explain things nice, simple and forward, and then we can get on to me doing some crazy dancing or something. I want to show this as well because obviously you see a lot of people putting content out and it's like health, 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 but they're not actually showing what's going on. So anyway, this is something that's quite popular. I'm going to butcher the name, so sorry if I do. It's Telsamartan, right? Telsamartan from our Physique Collective. They bang on about it. Go watch them. They explain it a lot better than I'll be able to explain it. But the benefits to taking this, I take 40 milligrams a day. I take it first thing in the morning. This very beneficial. Blood pressure, hematocrit, lipid profile. I mean, you say it does it. There's a nice study out there. Victor Black put up. I'm not going to go too much into studies because it's fucking boring. But if you are into that, go check it out on his page. And it shows obviously people taking 40 to 80 milligrams a day for 24 weeks, and it shows you, you know, the benefits of utilising something like this, especially someone like a bodybuilder, strength athlete, someone who's going to be doing certain things, you know, that's going to help benefit their performance. This is something we want to have in our arsenal. Telsamartan, Telsamartite. It works. So, we have a couple of packs of these. It is very effective. Obviously, we have to make sure that we are look out for any sides that we can get from that, such as like diarrhea, etc., that can acute into high kidney values, etc. Is it kidneys? I believe so. Ben on Phil's podcast explained that a little bit nicely. Anyway, that is how we're doing prevention, and that is what, you know. I'm not saying that you need to go out and buy Telsamartan, right? But what I'm saying is that you need to be prepared to be able to... Right, I apologise. So, basically, long story short, life insurance, private health, life insurance we're sorting out. So, they keep ringing me because we're getting stuff sorted. Anyway, right, where was I? I was talking about the prevention. So, hopefully, I covered it in there. But, Telsamartan, very effective. Very good drug. This is something that I am utilising. So, comes in, it's pretty cool. Yeah, 40 milligrams a day, and you can see the effect it has on blood pressure. Why am I utilising it? There is other benefits. Hematocrit, something my hematocrit does rise. I've seen that in blood work. I've had my blood taken out. I've let blood in order for that to come down. That is something that's happened. Lipid profile, where times where we've had to use aromatase inhibitors, I have seen my HDL a little bit lower where I would like it. Just, you know, it's still in actual range, but it's lower than I would like it. I'd probably want it it's just on the cusp of range. We could actually make it a little bit better. That is something, obviously, our Telsamartan, obviously, it's shown to help improve. So, to help improve HDL and lower LDL. So this is why we're utilising it, and also it's prevention before we have any issues. I am pushing my body weight. I'm 25 pounds heavier in 2 and a bit weeks from the show. Obviously, where we pull back the pendulum, obviously using a nice quote here, where we pulled it back with the water, Obviously, it was kind of come firing back because obviously the weight cut we had to do to try and get into that category, which wasn't great. Hence why we're doing no more weight cuts, and we want to get into the supers because that's where my frame wants to be. So we've got to put the mass on. We're going to go into a off season. We're going to get heavy. So prevention, get it in the system, get it working, because it can take 4 weeks to get in your system. So we want to make sure we are preventing before we have any issues. Pardon me. Also, cardiovascular. Still doing some cardiovascular fitness. Obviously, it's nice and easy, but that's going to benefit as well. Obviously, cardiovascular. We can keep cardio in. We don't need to go eyeballs out crazy like we're doing it with conviction, like prep. Got to, prevent. We don't want to cause any muscle damage. We can do nice, easy cardio and just get the heart ticking. Let it go. Obviously, I have had cardio lowered, and there'll be periods where cardio, when you're really trying to put the mass on, may not be in there, but it's something I probably want to incorporate at least 3-4 times a week throughout my off season. Also, steps. Go out for walks, increase your step count. Obviously, you're going to have to get your energy balance sorted, but that is something we can utilise as well. So, if you are utilising PEDs, don't cheap out on this stuff, because this stuff is prevention. If you're thinking now I'll be all right, bottle test, pretty cheap. This stuff is going to cost you a little bit more money, but you want to make sure you prevent, and you want to make sure that you take it. Obviously, I have guys come to me and their blood pressure's through the roof. I'm like, that shouldn't be like that. Obviously, we incorporate things, we utilise. A lot of people aren't taking the Systol Max, they're not taking the Astroflow, brings it right back down. We're in a good range. You don't know, you've got issues with high blood pressure until it's too late, usually. It's called the silent killer for a reason. And I don't try to be serious, I'm not trying to be like daunting on anyone, but I'm just saying monitor it. Just be sensible. Like, I know I come across as like the happy-go-lucky, cheeky chappy that I am, because that's who I am. I want to pass on this information on the YouTube because I think it's important. Because I am doing something which some people would be like, well, blowing up after a show, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm not really blowing up. I'm just putting weight back on. We are utilising the rest of the cycle that we had, because obviously we didn't carry on prep. We didn't need to. We did the one show, that's what I wanted to do. I was only on cycle for a certain amount of weeks. Usually I'd be on for a little bit longer, so we're utilising the end of the cycle. Obviously we've taken a lot of stuff out, and we only got obviously our tested mass, etc. in, but it's not like we are just absolutely blasting our tits off, crazy amount of fucking dosages, crazy amount of food to blow up. That has been the coverage of the PED side of stuff, and I hope this video has helped. To the rest of the day today. Check-in day was yesterday. I've been talking to clients in between, obviously filming. So I'm going to grab the camera because I'm going to move. The rest of the day I'm going to be filming. Obviously we've got new starters want to start, so I've got some consultation calls, which is always awesome. I love hearing about people's goals, etc. Also is a rest day. I'm chilling, and I'm going to make an IGTV, but something I've got to show you. Saturday. Put the camera down. Saturday was mine and Chanel's wedding party. If you didn't know, we got married in COVID, so we could. Oh no! I'm putting the fucking kettle on. Stop, kettle, stop. So, as you can see, elbow off. We got married in COVID. We only had 15 people. We really have close family. When I say close family, I mean actual family, like your mum and dad. Your mum, dad, brother, fucking uncle, who's like your second dad kind of thing. Chanel's nan, mum, etc. And it's like, oh, they did 15 people, including yourselves. And the fucking priest. We only had the ceremony and we didn't have the party. We had the party booked, but obviously it couldn't happen because of the situation. We had the party Saturday. That was Saturday the 18th. Your boy doesn't drink, but I had a drink. Now I drink on Christmas Eve. One time I have a drink, but if it's my wedding party evening, I'm having a drink. Now, I was like, I'm going to be moderate, but I had a couple. Not going to lie to you, every time I went to the bar, I got given a Jaeger bomb. So I had about 5, and a whiskey, and a beer. You can imagine I was a little bit fucked up. Now, I banged my elbow into the door, as you can see, right? It's actually gone down a lot, but it's fucking red still, and it's swollen. Look at it compared to this one. Yeah? Like this one. Yeah, nice relaxed. This one. It's painful. It's gone down a lot. It's still red. a bit sore, but I can actually bend it a little bit. Woke up Sunday feeling it funny, said, you know, it hurt. Couldn't recall hitting it. Saw my training partner who was there and he said, do you remember like falling into the doors and stuff? I said, no. He was like, yeah. So anyway, all I'm saying is alcohol is the devil. Don't drink. Yeah, it's the reason why we don't drink, bodybuilders. Yeah, or not frequently. You fucking, you know, you can bench press, you can deadlift, you can lift ridiculous numbers, but you go on a fucking lash and that happens. You know, once a year, celebrate your wedding. I ate a lot of cake though. Did, like fucking loads. So that happened. But we're gonna do another video at the end of this week, giving you an update on the rebound and why we use high days. So stick around for that beast. In the business, we've got the restock. We've got our System Max, boom. We've got our support mats, yeah, all year round. Take this shit all year round. Yeah, you want good blood pressure, you want a nice healthy blood panel, go for it, you know. Persa Martin, oh, get it in, lovely stuff. I shouldn't really be joking too much about this because it was quite a serious video, but you took the serious bit, didn't you? Do you know what I mean? You took the serious bit, and first of all, actually taking your blood pressure is pretty important, and you got health subs from here. So, what the fuck, I bought the big ones. Well, there you go, you got some fucking omega-3s, making sure we got some good EPA and DHA there. Boom, get it in. They just went up in price. I was like, fucking hell, they're ripping me off. You gone and bought the one that's got the fucking 3 million in. IP6 by Jarrow. This is really good, obviously help lower hematocrit, has benefits. So, something I spoke about, that things we've seen in my blood work is an increase in hematocrit. Everything's actually been absolutely bang on, so very happy with that. But one thing is that we want to make sure we're staying on top of, and that is hematocrit. So I've taken this, and something that I'm going to talk about, obviously in the other video, will be how we can combat that. Yeah, how we can combat that as well. Things we can do. Oh, it's massive. Oh, come, you fucking bad elbow. Look at that. It's. Don't get pissed. Here you go, team. I've stopped and started this so much today. The wife's gonna kill me. This is the meal. So as you can see, we've got our nut butter and whey protein sort of cakey mess. It's beautiful, it's nice, it's succulent. It's amazing. Dark chocolate orange and peanut butter. Beautiful combination, gets you massive. And we have got our cinnamon, sweet cinnamon oats in there. And I have put a teaspoon of sweetener in there. There's something I'm enjoying at the minute. Is I bought that sweetener and I've been utilising it, and you know what? It's absolutely fantastic. Get no bloat, get no issues with it. So I've got a machine for fucking digestion. Maybe it's the digestive drink I'm doing. But probably actually is contributing for sure. But I just have a good digestion at the minute. Everything's perfect, feels good. We're slowly tapering up food, you know, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to take this in the other room. I'm going to eat. And going to wrap up this video. So please like, subscribe, comment below. It helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate everyone who is commenting below. You are absolute fucking stars, and it's fantastic to see. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you took something from this video. And like I said, when I was in prep, I'm carrying on these videos 1-2 a week because I feel like it's important for me to uplift, to give some of that positive vibes, and also whilst doing it, sorry, had a little lower battery thing come up. Whilst doing it, like, give some information. Try and pass some information off. I'm always learning. We're always learning. We're always taking on information. And if I can educate a little bit here and there, obviously there's some people who do it really well. But I feel like if I can pass a little bit of information on, and I always tell people where to go, etc. To get information, always back up certain things like I have today about the telesmartan, about, you know, obviously from the Physique Collective guys have made it very open, etc. And, you know, it's a wicked site, so, you know, I don't have anything to do with them, but if you want to educate, it's a great place to go on there and look at different pathways to correct anabolism, etc. Anyway, I'm going to eat, I'm going to get massive, and you're going to do the same. Or you get pilled. Depends if you're in your bloody in your off. What's I'm talking about? Depends if you're in your prep or if you're off season or dieting phase. Either way, get massive. See you on the next one. Let's go, team.